talks about apologizing. Hey, look, I made the guy wait for 20 minutes. It certainly wasn't my intention, but I apologized, and he handled it great. And I think when you contrast that and add it to him giving his caddy a cup check on national TV as he walked past him, you get to see he's a real person.
Yes.
And it's unfortunately the one thing that is missing with Russell. Now,
Russell
I'm not telling Russell to change.
Need to do that?
He does not need to. I want to be really clear. This is not a critique of Russell Wilson. He needs to do this to be successful.
He needs to cup check Thomas Rowe.
He does not need to do that.
But it would be a bonus.
But I would love to see it. It would make me love him even more. Yeah, it would. He doesn't need to do it in order to be successful. He is successful. He's won a Super Bowl, made it back to another. But this whole idea of can he relate to his teammate, maybe he doesn't need to. But it's just if he just had that one little element of being real like that,
yes,
I think he would. I think he would go even farther than he already has.
We've had this conversation before, and that is at the very essence of it. I said at 7:30 when we talked about this, the level of authenticity out of Jordan is off the charts. It's why I think why he's magnetic, because he's just so authentic. Like he hit that shot. And a hand goes over his head like yours may today out of Broadmoor when you shake one into a house and your hands go over your head and you're like, oh no.
At the best, my hands would go over my head and say, oh no. That would be a positive reaction.
Maybe some other stuff going on. But he has that. He really does. He has a level of authenticity. He lets you in, right? He's just not a closed book like Tiger unfortunately became. And I think there were reasons for that because he was not authentic and he wasn't genuine. He was constantly hiding. But yes, Jordan really lets you in. Russell doesn't. Right? As you were talking about this and talking through this, as we spent a bunch of time on this today, there is a comp, and it's not in golf because the golf world and the NFL world very different. The demands on an NFL quarterback very different than on a golfer who can get on his jet and kind of shut the door and not play in every tournament every week. You got to play every Sunday, and you are at the center of all the attention all the time. But I think the comp is Tom Brady. Isn't Tom Brady a lot of what you've talked about with Jordan Spieth?
Well,
Doesn't he let the media in? Doesn't he have his own radio show? No?
Yeah. No, he does.
I mean, I find him interesting. I find him answering questions. I find his praise on his teammates to feel genuine and real and not feel forced. He's going to take responsibility when he plays bad. I was bad. I got hit. I was terrible, right? To me, Tom Brady, if Jordan Spieth is kind of the essence of it in sports, I think Tom Brady shows you that he's a pretty good comp for
My
Russ.
only qualm there is I feel like Brady is a little less authentic in that he sandbags all the time. I feel like he's less authentic about his praise for his own self, and I feel like Jordan will say like, "I showed resiliency yesterday. I played well." I don't feel like Tom Brady ever allows himself to do that.
Yeah, I would agree with you. But that's a difference sometimes between a team sport and an individual sport, right? Yeah. In a team sport, you have to constantly deflect the praise.
Well, according to Jordan, it is a team sport.
That's true, but it's not. I mean, he may work with his team, with his caddy and his swing coach and stuff, but he's the one who's out there actually executing. And I understand why Brady has to be diffusive of all that praise. It's a good point, though.